I am Dr. J. Kaliga Rani, working in the Department of Mathematics, GTN Arts College. I am going to handle a topic attribute which is in the course title Statistics 1 and the course code is 17 UMA A51. Okay? So, attributes. The statistics most probably depends on the quantitative. Okay? There are two types of data available. One is quantitative and another one is qualitative. So, what is the difference between quantitative and qualitative? Quantitative will be simply measuring using some numbers. For example, the height of the students in a class or weight of students in a class or number of students getting 100, like that will be measuring using numbers. Okay, so that is nothing but known as this quantitative. Okay, here comes that what is qualitative. Okay, so the quality will be depending upon the quality, that is how we can say is, for example, a person is rich. How can you say that a person is rich? Okay, suppose he is having 3 cars or 4 cars, like that we can tell. Not like that. So, it depends upon a person to person to say that this person is rich, this person is poor, like that. So, here this attribute only we are going to see. What are the things we are going to see in this attribute is, first one we are going to define what is the attribute. Okay? And the second thing is the order of a class and the class frequency. So, here comes the thing that what is a class. Okay, so first we have to define what is a class and then we have to say that what is the order of a class and that class frequency. Okay, the third topic is consistency of attribute. Consistency of the attribute. We can check that whether this is consistent or inconsistent. Like that we can check. Okay, so first let us go with the definition. So, definition already I told that it is nothing but simply a quantitative. What is that qualitative? That is a presence of a positive thing is known to be as an attribute. Two things are there. One is present, another one is absence. Okay, that is possessing, non-possessing, like that we can say. Okay. So, as the actual definition of this is, an attribute is a quality or a characteristic which cannot be measured. We can't measure it numerically. Okay, we can't measure that numerically, but which can be marked by their presence. Whether it is available or not, we can mark by presence or absence. Okay, so here presence is a positive thing and absence is a negative thing, like that we are speaking. Okay, suppose a person passed in physics subject, then we say that it is present. Okay, and absence means the opposite to that, a person is failed in that subject. Okay, like that. So here the actual definition is nothing but an attribute is a quality or a characteristic which cannot be measured. I think you can come into this definition. Okay, for example, we can take the literacy, the honesty, and what is that? It is nothing but nationality. So, most probably we are talking about this honesty, okay, and nationality, like that. So many examples we can give for this attributes. Okay, and given an attribute, the population can be divided into 2 classes. We are going to divide into 2 classes. Okay, it is not high class, low class, simply we are dividing into 2 classes, that is one is possessing and another one is non-possessing, like that we can split. Suppose a population is given, we can split into two classes, one is possessing and another one is non-possessing. Okay, such a classification into 2 classes is known as dichotomous. Okay, it is known to be as dichotomous. We are going to classify into 2 classes, one is possessing, another one is non-possessing. This is known to be as dichotomous. Okay, then, so what are the notations we are going to use here? Suppose we are going on saying that the presence is positive and the absence is negative, like that. Okay, so here we got to use some symbol because mathematically we always depend upon the symbols. Okay, suppose I am taking that the positive things will be taken as capital letters. It will be denoted with capital letters. For example, A, B, C, like that. One attribute I can denote with A. Another attribute I can denote with B, and so on. Okay, so that I had defined here. The population is divided into two classes according to the presence or absence of an attribute. Okay, the class possessing the attribute is called a positive class. The class possessing an attribute is called a positive class. Okay, and it's denoted by the capital letters A, B, C, etc. Already I gave an example that is a person passed in mathematics. Okay, you students, it is very difficult to pass in mathematics, no? So if you are getting passed in mathematics, I assume that it is a positive class and I say that I can take it as capital A. Okay, capital A, students passed in mathematics subject. Okay, what is the opposite thing? A person failed in mathematics. Okay, failed in mathematics. Again, mathematically we have to assume a symbol for that. Okay, what is that symbol? Is the class not possessing the attribute is called a negative class and it is denoted by the Greek letters. What are the Greek letters? We know that alpha, beta, gamma and etc. Okay, alpha, gamma, like that we can take. So positive means we are taking it as A, B, C and so on. Okay, a person is healthy. I can take it as one attribute. Okay, that is capital A. What is opposite to A is alpha. What is opposite to B is beta. Like that we will be having. Okay, so capital A is healthy. Capital, the alpha is non-healthy. Okay, suppose B is wealthy and I can take beta as non-wealthy. I think you can understand the concept of attribute, that is one is positive and another one is negative. Okay, so if I consider A, I should consider alpha. Similarly, if I consider B, then I have to consider it as beta. Okay, so you can get a confusion there. How can you choose two attributes? A person with wealth and health. Okay, a person with wealth and health. Suppose wealth is taken as A, attribute A, and health is taken as attribute B. Okay, what are the four possibilities? There will be four possibilities, no? A person can have health, at the same time he may be wealth. Okay, he can possess wealth and his health is also good. Okay, what are the four possibilities? A person without health, so without wealth as well as health. What is the problem? What is the thing is non-health and non-wealth. Like that, four possibilities may be there. That comes there. Two attributes A as well as B. Similarly, what is the opposite thing is alpha and beta. You may ask the question that only we can possess two attributes. No, there can be three attributes also. Okay, so what are the three attributes? A, B, C. Okay, what is the opposite to that? Alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, suppose you take a student. He passed in physics, passed in chemistry, he is passed in mathematics. So how many things are there? Totally three. So physics, chemistry and mathematics. Okay, so three positive things. If he is getting passed in all the three, that is positive. It will be denoted with capital A, capital B, capital C. Okay, whereas the negative class will comes with, what is it? Failed in the three subjects. It will be denoted with alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, and this here here is an example that if A denotes the class of a male and alpha will denote the class of a female. So male is a positive attribute and this female is a negative attribute. Similarly, we can take it as a girl is a positive attribute, a boy is a negative attribute. It is not fixed that a male is always a positive and female is negative. Okay. The next thing what we are going to see is the order of a class. What is the order of a class? The order of a class depends upon the attributes, that is first class, second class, third class. We can go with first order, second order and third order. A class representing one attribute is called first order. I already told that we have to denote with capital A. Okay. So simply if I denote it with capital A, then it is first order. If it is alpha, then it is first order. Then you can ask the question that I have to do only with A? No, there is a possibility of having B or C. So the first order is nothing but either it may be A or B or C and so on. So A comma B comma C and negative is alpha, beta comma gamma. These things will be known as first order. So in the name itself we can come to a conclusion that second order. Easily you can guess. What is it? A, B. Similarly we can go with two things. Okay. A, B. What will be the other possibilities? Alpha, beta, alpha, B. Then what is the next one is A, beta. Okay. So we can have some 4 different things there. So if it is combined and come, A, B is combined and come, we can say that it is nothing but second order. Okay. Similarly we can go with third order also. So what is the third order is, it is not the thing that we should have only A, B, C. We should have only alpha, beta, gamma. Like that, no problem. Okay. We can have it as A, B, C or A, beta, C. That is, if it is A, positive. If it is beta, it is negative of B. Okay. If it is C, positive of C. Positive. Third attribute, positive. If it is gamma, then it is negative of the third attribute. So actually what we are saying about the order is, the order denotes the number of attributes in a class. If I am having a single attribute, it is first order. If I am having 2 attributes, then order is 2. Okay. And if I am having 3 attributes, then we can say that it is, the order is 3. Okay. So we say that the order denotes the number of attributes in that class. Okay. The class frequency. So the next we are step on to this class frequency. The number of items belonging to a class is called the frequency of that class. Okay. The number of items, you should remember that. Okay. The class frequency is denoted by putting the letter or letters. It is denoting the class in a bracket. The meaning is, there is difference between simply writing a capital A and you are writing a capital A between the bracket. Okay, there is difference. That comes this class frequency. If you are writing simply A, then it is attribute. Then we want the class frequency. It is nothing but simply we have to write inside the bracket. Okay. Then thus this we should not read it as bracket, we have to read it as class frequency. A stands for the number of items possessing the attribute A. Possessing the attribute A. Okay. Suppose you take this alpha B, then what is the meaning? It is non-possessing of A and possessing of B. That is the actual meaning. That is stands for the number of items not possessing A and possessing B. Okay. Similarly, the frequency of a positive class, already we told 2 classes, one is positive class and another one is negative class. While this frequency class frequency added, it becomes positive class frequency, similarly negative class frequency. Okay. So positive class frequency means all the thing will be coming in capital letters, and the class frequency means it will be written inside the bracket. Okay. Then negative class frequency, obviously you can guess, that is writing all the negative, alpha, beta, gamma, alpha, beta, alpha, everything right inside a bracket. We say that as negative class frequency. Suppose I am saying that positive class frequency only positive, negative class frequency only negative. Then you get the doubt that suppose it is coming in the combined, suppose A and beta, then how will you say that? The question comes. Okay, that is nothing but contrary class frequency. Okay, contrary class frequency. So positive class, negative class, at the same time the next one is contrary. Then the next important thing in this class frequency you have to know is ultimate class frequency. Ultimate means ultimate. Okay, you know that the meaning, I think so. Ultimate, the highest. So here it is nothing but the highest order. Okay, so in this case of 2 attribute, the class frequencies of order 2 are ultimate class frequency. If the order is 2, because 2 attribute, the order should be 2. Then we can say that it is ultimate class frequency. So how many will be there? If A and B are attributes, then the class frequency AB, the class frequency A beta, the class frequency alpha B and alpha beta are ultimate class frequency. How we are defining? It is the highest order. Highest order. Since 2 attributes, the order should be 2. Okay, so we are saying like that. Suppose we are considering n attribute, the ultimate class frequency will have n symbols. Okay, so here it comes mathematically. Suppose it is 2 attributes, then we will be having 2 power 2, that is equal to 4. Suppose 3, 2 power 3, it is 8. Okay, so the total number of ultimate class frequency in case of n attributes are 2 power n. 2 power n. Okay, the total number of positive class frequencies are 2 power n. Okay, and total number of the class frequency of order of all order are 3 power n. You should differentiate between what is this 2 power n and what is this 3 power n. Okay, 2 power n is total number of positive class frequency, because already we say that what is positive class? Class. Overall everything is nothing but 3 power n, and if you are having some total number of positive class alone, it is 2 power n. Okay. So how we are denoting this class symbols as an operator? How we are denoting? It is at the class symbol A, B as an operator. A stands for the ratio of the item possessing the attribute A. Okay, and an means multiplying n by this ratio, but this is the class frequency, that is bracket A, that we should not say, we should say it as class frequency A. Here comes the clarity that suppose you are writing this class frequency A, how can I bring it to the attributors? Simply multiply with this n. Okay, the next question arises that what is capital N? What is this capital N? It is nothing but adding the class frequency of the positive class and negative class. For example, I am taking the attribute, one attribute A. Okay, the class frequency is, what is the class frequency? Positive class frequency is class frequency capital A. Okay, what is the negative class frequency? It is the negative class frequency alpha, because A means alpha. If I add both the things, I will be getting what is N. That is the class frequency A, capital A, plus the class frequency capital alpha will be equal to capital N. Okay. The next question is how to remove this class frequency A is A into, that is the attribute A into N. Okay. So that is the thing I have given the example with B also. And using the class symbol, we can obtain the various relations also, that is AB, class frequency AB can be written as AB into capital N. Capital A is 1 minus alpha, capital B is 1 minus beta. Like that I can write. Okay. Suppose if capital A is 1 minus alpha, then you see that class frequency AB, I had derived a formula that N minus class frequency alpha minus class frequency beta, then plus class frequency alpha beta. How it comes is, capital A can be written as 1 minus alpha, capital B can be written as 1 minus beta. That is, if I am adding this A plus alpha, it will be equal to 1. Okay, so I can simply replace capital A with 1 minus alpha. Okay, so like this we are deriving some formulas, and the last topic is consistency of data. In this consistency of data, we can check whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Okay, how to check it? If all the class frequencies are positive, then the data is said to be consistent. Okay, another meaning also I have written, if all the ultimate class frequency are non-negative, then the data is consistent. For example, if I am taking one attribute, the class frequency A should be greater than 0 and the class frequency alpha should be greater than 0. I think you can understand the ultimate class frequency, then we can see there. So already we defined that capital N is equal to the class frequency capital A plus the class frequency alpha. Okay. So similarly the condition, class frequency A should be less than or equal to capital N and alpha should be less than or equal to capital N. So you can proceed this with 2 attributes, 3 attributes, like that we can proceed. Okay. For 2 attributes, here you can see that what is capital N, that is either it is class frequency A plus alpha or class frequency B plus beta. Okay. So like that we have defined each and everything. The consistent conditions also I have given. The ultimate class frequency should be positive. So greater than or equal to 0. Like that we have defined some conditions. The consistency condition for 3 attributes is also available. That is, suppose the class frequency A, B, C is greater than or equal to 0. So the concept is the ultimate class frequency should be greater than or equal to 0. Then we can say that it is consistent. Okay. For consistent, we can say that it should be greater than or equal to 0. You should get this point into your mind. Okay. These are the conditions. The one example I have given here is, from the following data, check whether the data are consistent or not. Okay. Suppose the class frequency is equal to 120, the class frequency B is equal to 165 and class frequency AB is equal to 160 and capital N is equal to 400. What is the actual meaning in this problem is, how many attributes is given? 2 attributes are given. One is A and one is B and the class frequency values are given. What I got to check? I have to check whether it is consistent or not. Okay. How to check it is consistent is, I have to find the remaining ultimate class. What are the ultimate class? First one is AB, second one is alpha B, third one is A beta and the last one is alpha beta. So they have given this AB. They have given this AB. You can see that AB class frequency is 160. So I am going with alpha B. So how this class frequency B minus AB comes is, so instead of this alpha I can write it as 1 minus A. Okay. So the class frequency B minus class frequency AB. So here we are getting the value as 5. Class frequency alpha we are getting 280 and alpha beta, well, you get what we are getting is 275 and the class frequency A beta is deciding whether this is consistent or not. How it decides? It is becoming negative. See that it is becoming negative. So since one of the ultimate class frequency is negative, the given data is not consistent. Like this we have to check. We can even check for a single attribute or we can check it for a 3 attribute and everything. For everything the condition is there. I have given an example for 2 attributes. Okay. So at this end, what you are learning from this video, that is, you can define what is attribute. I think so. You can define the attribute and you know about the order. You can explain the order of a class and the class frequency, and at last you can tell whether the thing is consistent or not. Thank you.